What up, guys? So I got the ball joint in my car. Have a 40-minute video on that. It's not a how-to. It was originally going to be. It's 40 minutes long. It took 3 days to do because I didn't have two fucking sockets. 2 sockets would have been done in 20 minutes, but whole other story. I cleaned out my toolbox. That's part of that video too. I put my light under here so I have a work light when I'm doing shit like this at fucking 1 in the morning. The purpose of this video is going to be how to repair ball joint boots, axle boots, tie rod boots if they have ripped like this. And this is brand new. The only reason I'm doing this because I got it for $7. Nevotech. I don't know if that's a brand name or not, but $7 I got it for. They're going online for $13 now. It was a warehouse closeout sale, and different warehouses selling the same brand for $12 right now. Same part number, everything on rockauto.com. You get a free magnet. Hold on, grab a light. Free magnet. Every purchase you get. I've thrown a couple out, but I'm showing you guys how to repair this boot. What you'll need is some gasket sealer. That's the second step. I'm doing this so late tonight, so when I super glue this is dry by the morning. What I'm doing now is I'm going to super glue the boot, and then I'm going to use gasket sealer on top of the super glue. And I'm going to open up the super glue and attempt to show you guys on video how to do it. If not, it's pretty simple. But I'm going to open up the super glue and show you guys how to glue that shut and repair this boot. If I told you guys, I don't think I did. You want to position it to the upright, straight position. Do that right now and show you guys what it looks like. I have this way. See how it closed shut a lot better. I have the old ball joint just to compare bad ball joint to a good one. That's going to be a separate video. What you want to do now is take your glue and just seal it shut just like that. Just like that. Focus. I need to get my HD camera. I want the light to be exactly on this, so. And then same thing right here. Just like that. And then let that dry overnight. I'm going to add some gasket material right now because that hole is a little bit bigger than I thought. It sealed it with the glue, but I want the gasket material over that so I could come back tomorrow for a second coat of gasket material and really seal this up good. So I'm going to do a little bit touch-up work right now and film the next clip. And then tomorrow morning we'll do the second coat before we go to bed right now. Alright guys, just want to make a couple things known before I let this dry out. If you're a mechanic like me, you know firsthand that gasket sealer is a must to have lying around the house. It doesn't have to be shit like this, it could be in tubes, but there was a sale at AutoZone going on. Guess they had a bunch of these. These are usually the little packets you see lying around at the registers at Advanced AutoZone, and they sell them there as last minute things to get, like because valve cover gaskets is an over the counter item at Advanced, and people don't want to walk to the other side of the store to grab gasket material, so they end up grabbing these right here, and these are $1.50 regular priced. And Advanced and AutoZone have been switching up brands, and unfortunately they're going from good brands to real shitty brands to save themselves money. And since Duralast is already a shitty brand, you would think they would try and upgrade, but they're not. They're brands like these, the good ones they have, they're getting rid of for cheaper costs shit like Duralast. So I grabbed these. They were going for 50 cents. I grabbed a couple of these. Good to have lying around. Gorilla Glue, best super glue out there, fast drying, everything. And what you want to do is you want to let this sit for 3 minutes, just so it's like a thick enough paste, so you can mix it up with the gasket sealer and seal in those cracks. I sealed them in good. You basically want to scrape over those cracks and force them in between there with the super glue after mixing it up. Mix it up for a couple minutes. I used a little bit more than I should have, but I want this sealed. I want it to be properly done. Even I had minor cracks on the bottom. I got a couple of them done real good. I'm gonna have to re-go over it tomorrow with some more of this gasket material. I'm gonna try and scrape some of the excess off with some Brillo tomorrow, so it looks like proper, I guess you would say. But right now I could slap that on the car, be sealed up. But over time, this is a temporary fix, but it's a new part, so that's why I'm fixing it. You could also do this to ball joints on the car right now, axles, as long as they're not big tears. Even if they're big tears, you could super glue them shut. Basically act like a welder, but for rubber. You tack shut them, and then you do the same process I just did where you wipe it down. I took my finger, rubbed it in like this with the super glue already in the cracks, and that's basically how that worked. I'm going to go to bed now, let this dry. I'm going to keep my light here overnight. I might actually just keep it here normally. It's a good work light. I'm probably going to buy another one to keep in the drawer. Right here I was keeping it. I keep all my miscellaneous shit here. Zip ties, Brillo pads come in handy. The grinder wheels are staying here. They're not sitting with the grinder. Duct tape. Honestly, never used duct tape on my car. Measuring tape, never used that. These are like basically things I never use, except I use the grinding wheels a lot and the zip ties a lot for little shit. Rarely use this shit. Always use this shit, but I keep them all in the same drawer, but I'm not putting them back tonight. And it's the last piece of memory I have from my 93 Corolla. To this day, best car I've ever had, and I know that my 92 ES300 is going to pass that historic record for me up, because everything's like been replaced in this car that I could think of right now. Just a couple suspension parts, timing belts new, everything's new in that car. Couple bushings here and there, alignment, shit like that needs to be replaced. And I've been hearing from a lot of you guys who like longer videos, and I have a lot of stuff I could talk about if you guys want me to. If you have any video ideas, let me know in the comments below. I still have to do 10 things that I love about my ES300. I have them all listed up. I wanted to take my time with that video and really think about what I love about that car. I'm going to do a 4,000 mile review of the car. It'll be basically like a 4-month review. Do that too. And I'm going to have a video of shit I've replaced. I've already spent $2,000 total for the car. I paid $400 for the car, $1,600 in parts, and without my discount and without RockAuto.com, I would have easily spent $4 grand. $3,500 actually added it up. It's exactly like $3,600. Any video ideas from you guys? I'd surely appreciate any ideas. And I'm always going to be buying shit to fix and replace. Like next week, if I don't touch any money in my account right now, I'll be buying 2 front struts. Not the springs, not the bearings. Well, I'm going to buy 1 bearing for the driver's side because that's squeaking bad. Because I was like really pissed off doing a ball joint. I fucked with it a little bit too much, I guess you could say. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to finish this up. And we'll be set to put this in, because I'm going to put it in next week. I'm not going to put it in this week. I'm going for a 300-mile round trip tomorrow to Clinton Road. Well, I should have done it tonight. That is the main reason I wanted to get this ball joint in quick. Plans fell through. Guy didn't answer. My boy didn't answer until half an hour after we were supposed to leave. And I was like, dude, it's too late. We'll go tomorrow. Scoop you from work, whatever. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Clinton Road in New Jersey. It's supposed to be the most haunted road in New Jersey, and then there's another road that's supposed to be one of the most haunted roads in the country. Clinton Road is the most haunted road in the country, and then there's another one that's supposed to be haunted. Haven't done any weird New Jersey shit in years, since 2012 when I was a teen. I'm trying to bring back some of those memories and some video ideas for you guys, so hopefully I'll have a video on that too. based off the time I'm leaving. I'm leaving at 9 o'clock at night. 2 hours. No, about 2.5, 3 hours to get there from where I'm at. 300 miles round trip. Say 3 hours with stops and shit like that. Tank and a half of gas. Maybe more because my car gets 9 miles per gallon. Unfortunately, even on the highway, it'll get 12. Full highway, 9 average, 7 city. But finish up this video tomorrow, and I'll have another video on Clinton Road when I do end up going. Hopefully tomorrow night, like if shit goes as planned. So yeah, next clip will be tomorrow morning, right when I wake up. What up, guys? So it's the next day out here. This is the ball joint. Polished the car last night. It was like 30-something degrees out. I polished the roof and the hood. Shit's shining crazy, like crazy right now. I might be doing a transmission fluid flush today. Not a flush, my bad. I'm gonna drain the transmission pan, change the gasket and filter, and then put it back together and add the 4 quarts I drained out. Maybe, not sure yet. Depending, because I got that road trip tonight and I want new fluid in there. I mean, the fluid's new, but it flushed out some of the I guess channels inside the transmission, because it's half black, half pink again, and I drained all the transmission fluid out of that bitch to a T. So I think it's about time to fucking drain that shit out and change the filter. Now that I flushed it out, gave it a solid 2 months, 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles on that new fluid. So I think it's about time just to drain it, change the filter, change the gasket, put that bitch back together. Might do that tomorrow though. But here's the ball joint. Shit's on there, dude. Like, I don't even think I have to do another coat. Definitely going to, because I hear it cracking and shit. It's not even fully, I mean, it's dry. It's like, I'm leaving fingerprints on it, but I mean, I'm not doing this till next week, so I'm going to attempt to prop the camera up for you and show you guys how to do this exactly. So next clip will be me showing you how I did this last night. Alright guys, so I'm going to attempt to do this right now. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Facebook page. It's called Toyota Enthusiast. It's a group where you have to be added and accepted by group members. I think there are like 20-some group members. And the thing about this forum is, what makes it so good is there aren't douchebags like you see on YouTube that judge you for the type of cars you have, what you do. No one judges anyone on this forum. I mean, you will get that random douche who's I'm better than you at everything type of douche. Alright guys, I'm pretty pissed off right now because I fucking got every single shot on camera of me putting this on there, and of course, because I filmed that 40-minute video, I didn't delete a couple of the clips by accident. Of course, my fucking memory stores up completely, and I miss filming this shit because of that. Since I had it fucking sitting here and I was standing right here, I couldn't see that the camera went off and it didn't make the beeping sound it normally does. But what I did was, I'll explain it to you again. Grab the shit, put a nice big glob on your finger and rub it around just like that. Double check, make sure you get all the cracks done. I gotta ask this dude if he's going out with me on this road trip tonight, because if not, I'm gonna stay back and fucking do the trans fluid in my car, because just in case it leaks, there's a gasket leak or some shit, because it's I'm pretty sure it's a core gasket, not a rubber gasket. Actually, we'll go check right now, honestly. The core gasket's leaked and not have access to a torque wrench, so I'll be eyeballing it. And if it's cork, I can't do it, because I'm not going on some haunted ass road, having a fucking transmission fluid leak, break down, overheat, whatever. Alright guys, it's over. It looks like I'm doing it today. Nice. Well, I'll show you guys what this looks like. I've had this since January. I bought this. First thing I bought when I got the car was this. Exhaust manifold gasket, intake manifold gasket, oil pan gasket. This and a couple other things, drain plugs, shit like that. But I have the oil pan gasket. Next oil change, I'm doing that. Last 2 oil changes I did, it was fucking hella freezing out, so I didn't decide not to do it. I decided I'll do it when it's warm. It's not leaking bad, so that's cork right there, but that'll be inside the transmission, so I ain't worried about that, because the only thing I'd be worried about is that breaking off and clogging the filter of the transmission. So I might be doing this today. I'll have a video up on this when I do it. I have to go to the store and get a 10mm Allen wrench. I have an 8. I bought the 8 because I bought the 8mm Allen for the axle right there, and the transpan's a 10. I don't get why fucking car companies use Allen bits. Like every Toyota I've worked on hasn't had an Allen bit. I mean, I never worked on a V6 Camry, same car as this. Never done trans fluid flush, but my Corolla was a 10mm bolt. I think there's 12 or 16 bolts I have to remove, and then the drain plug. Yeah, that's my bad. It's a 10mm. These are 10mm bolts along it to drop the drain pan. What I need is a 10mm Allen to drain the trans fluid out of the trans pan. So figure 20 for max life trans fluid and 6 for the key. I wouldn't be putting stop slip in it right away. That's $26 and I get this job done. I'm thinking about getting a 24-inch light bar, because I'm going on a road trip this summer to Florida, to Colorado, go camping, which means dirt roads, back roads, no lights on them. And I know I got the 12Ks, but I want something bright as fuck so I can see where I'm going. I'm going to relocate only for this road trip. I'm doing it for the road trip. I'm relocating the license plate, because most states I'm going to be traveling through, you don't need a front license plate. And I'm going to put a 24-inch in between the fogs down there. I'm going to have to cut a hole out through that plastic piece on the bumper, fit it in there. And I'm going to point it upward, because the headlights are pointing straight. I want something that's going to shine up into the trees and shit, you know. But those are my plans. Hoping the end of July, August, I do this road trip. It's going to be 1,000 miles down to Florida, 2,500 miles from Florida to Colorado. That's 3,500 straight through. Well, I'm going down to Florida. I'm going to fix my boy's car for him, do a bunch of work, so his car is drivable out to Colorado. Then I'm going 25 back to Florida, so that's 6,000. 6,000, and 1,000 back home. That's going to be 7,000 miles within 3 weeks. So all on the Lexus. That'll be a fun road trip. 7,000 miles within 3 weeks, plus whatever I drive around up there. 8,000 in 3 weeks. Some good road trip. Definitely going to have videos on that. I'm going to bring that camcorder my brother was talking about. I was telling you guys about in the ball joint video. I'm going to get a nice fat HD card. I'm going to have a couple of videos out on that. Like if you look at regular car reviews, they did the same thing. Filmed their road trip. And I'm not going to do one of them road trip. It's not a road trip video. If you fucking have a dash cam sitting on the dash and you do a ×3 speed thing or whatever, you speed up the video so you can see the road trip real quick, like driving a fucking 1,000 miles an hour. Nah, that's not a road trip video. Road trip videos, filming shit along the way. And believe me, from Florida to Colorado, there's a lot of shit to be seen. I'm not even going to tell you guys a story about that right now. Last year I drove my Corolla out to Colorado, and I was already up for the day. We were staying in Jacksonville. I was up all night that night, me and my boy and some random dude I didn't know, and some chick partying in a motel room, drinking. I didn't fall asleep that night. We dropped her off at the airport to Colorado, and we told her we'll meet her in Colorado, and she said, "Word, I got a spot for you guys to stay at." So we left that day. $230 for cigarettes, food, shit like that. We didn't have enough for motel room. I drove all the way there, basically myself. And we went from Florida to Mississippi. We had no brakes. Once we hit Mississippi, and we bought 4 Locos. I drank one, he drank one, just chilling. I didn't know, I wasn't drunk either. We were in Mississippi. We hit traffic. We heard the wheel wobbling real bad. So I get up to 85, 85, and we're going downhill. Next thing you know, the car fucking starts drifting to the left. Then I had to fucking counter steer 5 times, fucking a little out of it because I'm tired and 4 Loco. And we almost get plowed by an 18-wheeler. I had to fucking because I wasn't braking, I had to gun it to cut across the lanes because, like I said, we're going downhill in this tractor trailer. All you heard was the engine brake fucking lock up. He's locking up his brakes. I'm trying to swerve out of this way. And next thing you know, I'm on the side of the road on the dirt, rocks. I pull over, and my jack wasn't in the car. So we had a flat tire. My jack wasn't in the car. So under all the suitcases and shit, we pulled out the spare tire. And I had to lift the back end of my Corolla up just enough so my boy can slide the fucking wheel out. While I'm holding the back end of his car up, he's digging a hole in the ground to fit the spare on. Since it was a mini donut, thank God, we were able to fit it on. I was lifting a whole fucking car up, and then he took turns. He lifted the car up while I was putting the wheel on. It was the hardest thing I've had to do in my life. And some 2-lane back road highway. Well, no, it was 4 lanes on both sides. You couldn't see the other side, so it was 2 lanes, one way. Back road in Mississippi, creepy ass shit. I was like, yo, bro, let's just call the cops, get a cop out here with a jack, help us out. He's like, nah, bro. Because like he opened up a 4 Loco in the car and it exploded all over, and he was afraid like he would get caught with it and we would get ticketed and arrested or whatever. But we ended up putting a spare on, and we had to drive 1,000 miles on the spare at 50 miles an hour until we hit Dallas so we could put a new tire on. Then from there, and that was basically my story. We had to change the spare tire without a jack, and taking shifts, lifting up the rear end of the fucking Corolla. That's my story though for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's how you fix a boot on any ball joint. Of course, there's a better way to do something always. So if you're going to comment on my shit, oh, dude, you should have done this instead of that, bro. This, that, this. This is the way I learned. I worked at a mechanic shop at Sunoco. I learned how to fix shit like this way. It's worked. Never had problems. So if you're going to add your 2 cents on this video, hop off my dick and get the fuck out, alright? And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Comment. I don't give a shit what you comment. You can comment saying I'm an asshole. I'll just fucking delete that shit. But give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you dislike the video, fuck you. Give it a thumbs up anyway. Follow me on IG at Lexus Build. It'll be in the description. Stay tuned for this video. That's coming up real soon, either today or tomorrow. And sorry for the length of this video, but I mean, all you guys have been talking about how you want longer videos. Actually, I had one dude comment on my 40-minute ball joint video. He was like, yo, bro, I love it when you do long vids. So I was like, alright, fam. Fucking load up real long vids. You got hella stories. You guys want to hear those while I'm doing some work on my car? Fucking comment. And if any of you guys think I don't know how to fucking work on cars based off that ball joint video, well, you're fucking dead wrong. I do know how to work on cars. I did fucking engine rebuilds at age 16. I didn't have a 22 mil socket yesterday, or 2 days ago, and I didn't have a ride to get one, and I'm impatient, so on my Corolla I didn't have that socket either, so I fucking bent the control arm down, slid the ball joint in, no problem. But my Corolla was 1,600 pounds. The control arm doesn't have to hold up a certain amount of weight, only has to hold up 1,600 pounds. Well, this car has to hold up 4,000 pounds, so that's the difference why I couldn't bend the control arm down and why I had to end up buying sockets in the end and returning them. But I think it's all karma from grabbing that fucking 17 socket from Harbor Freight. But I mean, they don't fucking validate their warranty, so they could fuck off. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.